Bing bang boom, bing bang boom, bing bang boom, bing bang boom. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bing bam bam boom. Nudity, a ton of racism, and blackface. Yeah, it's a weird one, like I said. And, not surprisingly, the film came under a lot of fire for having that racism and blackface in the film. For a film, released in 1980, that's quite late, in the 20th century to have themes like that. But I guess they tried to pass it off as being satirical. And I'm not even sure if the film is smart enough to be a satire of anything. I guess it's a satire of old racist films, I guess, but I don't really think it has anything too intelligent to say. I don't think it's really that kind of film that cares about having anything to say in that regard. And of all the people in this film that I never would have expected to see, Daddy Elfman himself, the man, the myth, the bloody king of the pumpkin patch himself, plays Satan, and he is fantastic, doing a very obvious impression of Cab Calloway. He's absolutely fantastic. He is hypnotic on screen. I guess hypnotic is another perfect word to describe this film. It's full of so many bizarre non sequiturs, characters that die and reappear for no reason, and things that don't make any sense at all, things that nobody even acknowledges. It's such a crazy, creepy pantomime of a film. It really is hypnotic to watch.
Johnny just shot Billy.
Johnny? Well, the man was cheating. So I just had to do away with him, and that's all there was to it.
Not to mention the weird Monty Python-esque animated transitions, which I guess are really charming, they're really cool. I don't know if at the time they were considered good. Right, like, watching them in 2018, they're kind of dumb looking, but they're charming. It does add to the style of the film, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to talk about this bloody movie. I mean, I'll say this, it's definitely not a forgettable film. I mean, you will remember it. It will scar you. And whether or not it's enjoyable or absolutely insufferable is incredibly debatable, And for that, I guess... Oh, good. Hey!
Hey!
How's it going?
Pretty good.
That's a good to hear.
Yes.
Oh god, I'm eating Easter eggs. Did you get any Easter eggs?
It's Easter tomorrow, right?
Oh, Easter's come and gone for me.
Wait, is that a...
Good Friday was Easter in the UK.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know. I'm not fucking up. We did have Good Friday yesterday. But I don't know. Maybe it was Easter yesterday. All I know is we're going to see some family tomorrow, and I don't care about it.
Okay. Cool. So what's new in the life of you?
I've been recording videos of Epic Mickey.
You have. I can't wait to see them.
I've recorded 7 so far and edited 4.
No way. It seems like a really interesting game. I can't wait to check it out.
It's super interesting. I like it a lot. Not many games give you the opportunity to talk about how Tim Burton will be directing the Dumbo reboot, but this game sure did.
Yeah. Oh man. Wonder how that's going to turn out.
I wonder.
Do you think that'll be just like another Alice in Wonderland, or could it actually be good?
Well, I don't know, because Alice in Wonderland is kind of garbage in my opinion.
It is. That's what I mean. Yeah.
It's not good. It looks gross. It doesn't have a lot of charm. It feels too try hard.
It's so Hot Topic.
Yeah, basically. Everyone is. I think Red Letter Media described it a while ago with Tim Burton. Or you've got like Ed Wood, you've got Edward Scissorhands, you've got the Batman movies. That fits perfectly within the style of Tim Burton. And after that, he kind of just tipped over the edge and went a little bit too far.
Yeah. In
that style. Yeah. And then it doesn't feel like a world anymore. Then it just feels like Tim Burton masturbating.
Definitely.
Oh, Johnny, good actor.
Yeah.
Stop.
Have you seen Frankenweenie?
I haven't. I know that you really like it.
I like that a lot. I think that's a good film. and no one talks about it. I think that's a good Tim Burton film that people should talk about.
2012. I thought it was his debut. Okay. Oh my god! It made so much money.
Did it, Frankenweenie?
Yeah, it's a black and white stop motion film, and it had a budget of 39 million, and it made 81 million.
No way! That's so cool.
That makes me so happy that a black and white animated feature made a bunch of money.
Yeah, wow, black and white animated. I never really thought about that, but yeah. Was Henry Selick involved in that?
No.
No, he wasn't. Oh, that's a shame.
Looks pretty neat, though. I want to watch Coraline again. For a long time, I've already wanted to watch it again. I love Coraline so much.
Coraline.
That's where my love for yellow raincoats came from Coraline.
Oh, no way! He didn't actually, Tim Burton didn't actually have anything to do with Coraline, did he?
No, he didn't.
But you would think he did. Like, some parts of it feel very Burton-y.
Yeah, well, it's directed by a guy who, he's just like a stop motion director. He's like a special effects person, but for stop motion. So he worked on The Nightmare Before Christmas. He worked on James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, no way!
And so he did help Tim Burton in. I don't know if he did Giant Peach, but he did do Nightmare. Then who did Corpse Bride?
That was also Tim Burton.
But who was like the special effects supervisor for that?
I think that might have been Henry Selick. I'll have a look.
Some guy named Mike Johnson who has done nothing besides Corpse Bride.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, he also worked on Giant Peach and Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Corpse Bride. I should watch Corpse Bride again. It's
I need to as well.
It's such a good movie.
I've only seen it once on a PSP.
The ultimate way. Oh, I just David Lynch, that
I was going to say
Apple commercial.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like Corpse Bride so much because it was like, but I'm a weird corpse person. I'm like all weird, and Johnny Depp's like, well, that's fine. I like you, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, that's
so nice.
Yeah.
And it's also on a meta level. It's really funny where it's like, Johnny Depp, you need to marry a rich girl. And he's like, fuck you, mom. I'm marrying a corpse.
Well.
Like, there's so little like, stop motion movies like that. Like you've got Nightmare Before Christmas, you've got Coraline, you've got Corpse Bride, and you've got Giant Peach, and that's like it. There really aren't any other ones.
No, there's not. I didn't even know Tim Burton did James and the Giant Peach for a long, long time.
Well, he didn't. He produced it. He didn't direct it. It's directed by the
Henry
guy.
Selick.
Who did Coraline. I love those animated movies.
I've got one of the stupid songs from Forbidden Zone stuck in my head. Such a stupid movie. Boom bum boom, boom bum boom.
That sounds like the Lost Woods theme from
It does, yeah. But even better.
Even better, more racist.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh boy. Gee Willikers.
Gosh darn.
Fuck.
So I was like, oh geez, and all of a sudden it's like, fuck!
Oh gee, I just realised that my mic isn't even set up, it's facing the opposite direction at the other end of my desk.
Nice.
Alright, I might sound a little bit better now.
You do.
Hooray! I might sound better now.
Oh, perfect. I made sure that all my Let's Plays sound like that too.
Good.
Oh, it's got a lot of that. It's got a lot of that voice that you like.
Oh, nice.
It's like Epic Mickey. I don't know how much you know about Epic Mickey.
Not that much.
It's like if Disney made a cute little Disneyland platformer, and Tim Burton was like, "Yo, that shit's fucking gay. Let me fix it real quick." And that's Epic Mickey.
I'm sure that's exactly how it went down. Yeah, it does seem super cool.
It's so neat. The camera's horrible, but it's so cool. You basically, every level is like a rundown post-apocalyptic version of a Disney ride.
No way, that's so cool.
So there's the level that I just recorded is Mean Street, which is Main Street, but it's like the Tim Burton version, so it's Mean Street.
Oh. Very
And after
good.
that, I think I'm going to Mickey Junk Mountain, which is like a tourist shop, so it's just a swamp filled with like Mickey Mouse merch everywhere. There's even some copies of Mickey Mouse Capade on the NES there.
Oh shit, that's so cool.
God, I watched that video again yesterday, the Game Grumps one.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse. It's so good.
Bitch.
I bet she really is. That's so good. Oh look, here they are. I'm gonna send it through Skype because I don't know what's wrong with Oprah, but it doesn't do.
Oprah Winfrey?
No, my browser.
I don't know what's wrong with Oprah these days.
God, she was in A Wrinkle of Time. That movie was terrible.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's super neat. I'm trying to.
That's so
here's
cool.
another image that kind of shows it pretty well. It's hard to find kind of high-res images of this game, but
Yeah. I think one of them's on PS4.
yeah, the second one, which is a musical.
Yeah. Excuse me.
There's another image that kind of shows the level a bit.
That's so cool.
It's super cool. I love it.
Oh wow.
I'm almost done with the Space Mountain part of the game.
It seems like one of those games that it's like, I can't believe this exists. It's such a weird, cool idea. You know?
Yeah, and there's a sequel.
Yeah.
There's also 2D platformer sections where you go through famous Mickey cartoons.
That's awesome.
And this isn't the one, but there's also black and white ones, and Steamboat Willie's in there too.
Oh, it sounds like that Mickey PS1 game that I've got, if you've played that. Epic's...
Castle of Illusions?
No, Mickey's Wild Adventure.
Oh, I want to play that because it looks really cool.
It's good. It's incredibly difficult, but it's really, really good. Old Mickey games are always really good for some reason.
There's a couple of really good Mickey Mouse games.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got Castle of Illusions, you've got Mickey's Great Adventure, you've got this one. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's also, because you're in Wasteland, I believe it's called, which is like Disneyland, but for rejected characters.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, you've got all these characters that were in like 4 cartoons, and then Disney kind of stopped using them. They all live in Wasteland. And they all hate Mickey because he's the most popular. But he's also the only one who can save him. So they all like tank him like really reluctantly.
Yeah.
Because it's like his fault that they're not popular anymore indirectly. But he's also the only one who can save them. So they're like, well, I guess.
Wow. Such a bloody cool idea. Holy guacamole.
Yeah, it's made by Oswald. You know Oswald?
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Yeah, he was basically like Mickey Mouse was basically a reboot of him.
Yeah.
And so because of that, he was the first one in He was the first one in Wasteland, so he rebuilt Disneyland, but instead of the Mickey Mouse Walt Disney statue, it's a statue of him and Walt Disney, of Oswald and Walt Disney.
That's so cool.
It's really cool, I like it a lot.
So I saw 2 movies yesterday, and I know you've not seen one of them. I saw Basket Case 2, and
oh, nice!
it is fucking insane. You need to see it.
I will. I've got it on my laptop. So.
After seeing the first one, I was thinking, how the hell is the next one going to be crazier? Because I've heard it's crazier, but how? Yeah, I found out how. Holy fucking shit! It's insane. Oh my god, you've got to see it. I mean, I'll say this. There's a sex scene involving the creature.
Oh.
And it's very romantic.
That's a good, I like that Johnny Cash song. That's a classic.
Yeah, that makes my heart swoon.
Those lyrics, they really resonate with me.
Yeah, I like how he rhymed beans with beans with beans.
Yeah, a true genius.
Yeah. And I also watched a little movie, which I'm not sure if you've seen or not, called Dogtooth.
Oh, I still want to see that.
Yeah. Yorgos Lanthimos is a very interesting director, and that's a very fucking weird, interesting movie. Have you seen The Lobster?
I have. I like we talked about. Yeah, it's the same director, right?
Yeah, it is.
He also did Sacred Deer.
Killing of a Sacred Deer, yeah. Everyone talks in that same weird, stilted way, like The Lobster, but it's a lot more uncomfortable and strange. And
yeah, well, it's about girls never leaving their house, right?
Yeah, like the parents are like, you cannot leave your house until your dog tooth falls out, which obviously won't ever happen. Yeah. And they teach them words with incorrect definitions. Like, this is a zombie. It's a small yellow flower. You know? Like, so they just have this wrong vocabulary.
That is so weird. I remember seeing a really cool scene where they play a game where they, I don't know what they use, but like the stuff that makes you pass out. And the game is like,
chloroform.
Who can go, yeah, they use who can be chloroformed the slowest.
Yeah.
And that's like a gameplay.
Yeah. It's crazy. And it's such a strange, fucking weird film, but it's so good. And the ending is weird. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it.
I've been wanting to see it for a long time.
The extent that they go to make them afraid of the outside world is... Oh god, you are cutting out. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you again. But yeah, the extent that they go to...
You can hear me.
Yeah, the extent that they go to make them afraid of the outside world is bloody insane, and it's such an interesting movie.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I want to watch it.
You should.
Have I seen a movie? Let me look at my list.
No, you can't see the movie.
I've seen It, and it was a miserable experience.
Which one? 2017 version or 80s?
Yeah, 2017.
No way, I liked that!
It's so fucking terrible.
Oh, I liked it. That's a shame.
hated it. I've never had a movie that so actively thinks I'm a fucking retard. It was just miserable.
Oh, that's a shame.
It was completely ineffective for me. Because the sound design was so terrible.
That's true. I
Every
get that.
time there's this really cool scene where the kid is walking in the lobby and he sees like someone standing on the staircase, and then the camera goes down a little bit and it revealed that he doesn't have a head.
Yeah.
And that looked really cool, the way they revealed that by moving the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, "Whoa, whoa," like fucking loud noises.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I get it. And that's every fucking scene. That goddamn sound design. It's so obnoxious. Every scene's like, hey, I know you ain't got no fucking brain because you're like I don't know, you've got like a walnut brain. So this is what you're supposed to feel in this scene. You're welcome. Are you scared yet? This is a scary scene because we're a scary movie. And it made it completely ineffective for me because it felt like the movie felt like an insecure teenager trying to convince everyone how cool he is.
Yeah, I get that. Did
It's just
you?
like this scene with loud noises, and that's because it's scary. You can tell because of the music. And I'm like, yeah, thanks.
And by far the most effective part of the film for me was a part that didn't have that music at all. It is something that not everybody notices. It's the scene in the library with the librarian in the background. Did you notice that?
I don't think I did.
No, the librarian in the background is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And it doesn't dwell on it, it doesn't point at it, and you could completely not notice it at all. But the fact that it's in the background and it's so scary, I love it.
Let me Google that. I'm sure it's on YouTube. Library scene. I mean, they did do an obnoxious jump scare with the librarian.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's just this fucking woman like staring at him as he's reading the book.
Yeah, and that's Pennywise. Because
he does have that Pennywise stance. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's not even and that's not even the same clothes.
Yeah. She's coming closer every time you cut back to her.
And then when it goes back to normal.
Oh.
Yeah. And like the actual librarian isn't even wearing the same clothes, so that's definitely not the librarian. And that to me, I love that. I fucking love it. I wish the film had more like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I was really impressed by that headless guy.
Yeah.
Because it was such a cool reveal shot that they did it by moving the camera around.
Yeah.
Or he did like one more step, and it's like, oh, he doesn't have a head, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
Fucking obnoxious music. It just ruins it every time. And they're on their bike, and it's like all whimsical, and I'm like, I get it. Please let me experience this movie by myself. You don't need to put like a fucking one of those yellow fridge notes on every scene to tell me what I'm supposed to feel.
Yeah. It is a shame. Because my favourite part of the film by far was that librarian. And there's no music, it doesn't dwell on it, and yet the film isn't like that for most of it.
No, it's just a bunch of loud noises.
Yeah, I get that.
The kids don't do fucking anything for the entire movie, and then they're like, oh, I guess we should do something now, and then they beat it. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
There's something about it that I still like. I still like the film for some reason, but
I
get it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I liked how it looked. They used a lot of dollies, and I like dollies.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that scene where they were throwing stones at each other.
Yeah.
Because it was like a legitimate fight.
Yeah.
Normally you wouldn't see that in a movie featuring kids.
Yeah.
But because this is rated R, they could just make it a legitimate fight, so they got hurt, and their heads are actually bleeding, and they're just... The kids were really good actors. I like the kids.
Yeah.
They were good actors, and I especially like that scene because they're just yelling like "fuck you" at like the top of their lungs. But then there's like some fucking obnoxious rock and roll song that starts playing over it. But I liked it. And then the fat kids got really fucking fed up with it, and he like tackles one of the guys and like beats it with a rock on its head.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was kind of cool to see how they went way too far in that fight.
Yeah.
But the rest of the movie is just like, here is a character. Here is her. He's a mean bully. Here is why, because his dad is bad, and then he kills his dad, and then he dies. Like everything that happened felt so like this is what happens in a movie, so that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like every act, everyone had an arc, and that was nice, but they were all like screenwriter arcs.
I know what you mean.
She cut her hair, and she said no to her father, and now she is a stronger person because of it. They think girls are icky, but then they learn to work together as a team, and they're better because of it.
Yeah.
The black guy is black.
Predictable.
He had nothing to do in this movie. He was just there.
Just being black.
He was just there. It was really weird.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm here to be black.
I liked how there were some things I could appreciate about it, just especially visually. But it was just the soundtrack and the sound design just fucking ruined it for me. It was just a bunch of loud noises. It was 2 hours long as well. Jesus Christ!
I completely get you.
And it felt so slow because it is just a bunch of loud noises, and then at the end they're like, "Oh, I guess we got to kill the monster."
You know what? It could learn some lessons from
Basket Case 2.
Hausu.
Yes, that's true. That
And
movie
Basket
also
Case
had a
too.
fucking obnoxious soundtrack, but it worked.
Yeah.
It was better because of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I saw the movie, and it was like late in the night. I went downstairs to get some tea, and I never turn lights on if I'm downstairs and everyone's sleeping anyway. So I'm just making tea in the dark, and I'm trying to take things to be scared of because I just saw this movie, and I'm like, I don't even remember most of it. Like, I might as well have seen a comedy for how scared I feel right now, and I saw it like half an hour ago. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it. It wasn't. I didn't like it.
That's a shame.
I liked Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise.
He's great. I love him. Yeah.
He was having a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I could tell he was whenever he wasn't making loud noises and he wasn't doing like cheap edits, fast paced towards the screen that you would see in like Paranormal Activity 7.
Yeah.
And he was great. He had like he could practically only act with his eyebrows and his eyes, and he fucking acted the hell out of those eyebrows.
Yeah. The part where
it's like, hey, champ.
Yeah.
What you do? I'm like, oh yes, more of him, please.
Yeah, he's so good. The part where they're
like a waiter.
Yeah, same. The part where they're in the basement. The part where they're in the basement and then he does that fucking run at him. That didn't look scary in the trailer, and it didn't look scary in the film.
No, because it's like a movie thing.
Yeah.
It's only achieved that. It's like, oh, he's flying. Well, he's a magical creature. No, this is cutting fast.
Yeah.
There is no way anyone can do this because that's an editing trick.
Yeah.
And because it didn't feel like something I was actually... It didn't feel like occurrences that I was experiencing. It felt like a movie.
Yeah.
It was a movie, and I didn't like it.
What did you think about the projector scene?
I liked it at first. I feel like the CGI wasn't that great in the movie, so when he popped out and he was like pudding bouncy, I started laughing.
Yeah.
Because he was like bouncy, and I was like, oh my god. I don't know, and the movie also does that thing that I hate about horror films, where it's like, it's not really explained why he doesn't just eat them immediately.
Yeah.
He says like, oh, I like to scare children because that gives me power. All right, but the point where you can turn into like an elephant-sized version of yourself through a projector screen, that's probably the point where you can say, oh, let's eat him. We're good now. That was like 20 or 40 minutes in the movie or whatever. And the rest of it is just him being a dick. But doesn't he have, like, a couple of days before he disappears again?
Yeah. So why not fucking just hurry and get it over with?
Yeah,
You're on a deadline.
I pitched this to you a long time ago, where it's like a movie just like that, but also from the perspective of the ghosts. It takes place in a library. Two people die in a library. They come back as ghosts.
Yeah.
In that library, and they're the only two ghosts there. No one can see them because they're ghosts, but they can still interact with things. And they just get fucking bored in this library, so they just start like, oh, they're painting the walls of the library. Let's take some paint at night, and then do some drawings because it's fun, and we're both creative, and we're bored in this library. We've got to do something with our time. So you see them, and it's like this charming indie movie scene. And then cut to like a super dramatic dolly shot with that It music in it, where like the night guard drops his fucking coffee as he sees all these drawings, and he's like terrified. So it's people thinking they're in an It movie like scenario, but actually it's just these two people as ghosts being bored.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Everyone interprets it. They're like, why don't they just kill us? Why don't they just get... And it's like, well, it's because they're just doing... They don't even know you're there. They're just doing stuff. That's why it seems illogical.
Yeah.
Because they're not even doing what you think they're doing. They're just fucking around because they're bored.
Yeah.
Not even just with stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie felt like, where it's just like, oh, I'm the clown. I can eat the children now, but it needs to be 120 minutes, so I guess I'll just fuck around some more.
Yeah.
See, I don't know where I don't like it.
Watch Forbidden Zone and like that.
Okay. I also saw Machete, and Machete Kills, and they're both great.
Oh. Oh, Machete Kills, nice.
Lady Gaga's in that one. That was cool.
Wow, I did not know that.
Wait, have you seen Machete Kills in Space, the trailer?
No.
Okay, so there was a joke at the end of Machete where it's like, Machete will return in Machete Kills, but then Machete did really good. So they were like, well, we'll make Machete Kills then.
I guess, yeah.
And now in Machete Kills as a joke, they tease him going to space.
Mm.
And
they
now
actually
it's
do it.
actually.
That's perfect.
Tell me when you start watching, because I want to watch it with you.
Oh, I got editing to do a bit and be short.
It's a minute and a half.
Okay. Go! Oh, wow.
A new world enslaved. This is a land in need of a hero. They call him Machete. Machete. Machete.
Nice.
He knows the score.
The idea of Machete being in space.
Oh, there's this shot of him
He gets the space babe.
in like an astronaut costume, and it's so stupid.
This is a new network. It's all galactic.
That's Michelle Rodriguez.
Thinks he's
No way.
in heaven,
Yeah.
so heaven must fall. And he kills the bad guy.
This doesn't look like a real... This looks like a fake trailer.
Michelle
I know, but the first Machete looked like a
Bitches.
fake trailer. That's the point of these movies.
with Justin Bieber as Bleep
Oh my god. Oh, good.
and Lady Gaga as whoever she wants to be. With special guest star Leonardo DiCaprio as the man in the silver mask. Actor subject to change.
Christ.
Machete kills again. In space.
It's fantastic.
Direct use, prolonged sexual content, pervasive language, and space violence.
Wow. I need to see that right now. I can't believe Danny Trejo was in Breaking Bad and now he's in Machete Kills again in space.
Yeah, I mean, he's in everything.
Yeah.
Whether that
He was in From Dusk Till. He's in everything. Every now and again, I just watch a movie and I'm like, oh hey, Danny Trejo, what's up?
Oh, well, there he is, yeah.
There's this interview when he's on the set of like the third Death Race film. He's like, I don't know, I just love working, I love acting. You want me to play a tree? I'll play a tree. You want to put some fruit on me? Pay me some extra.
Yeah, I remember hearing that, yeah.
And then he's the best.
whether that be the more apparent instances, like the unfinished state of Mass Effect Andromeda, whether that be the more apparent instances, like the unfinished...
Oh, I saw Horrors of Dracula and Dracula, Prince of Darkness.
Nice.
They're great. I love those Hammer movies.
Yeah, I need to see them. I really want to go through the Friday the 13th movies, but I don't think too many of them are actually on Blu-ray.
Is that true? I don't know.
Most of them don't have a Blu-ray release, and it's so sad. Not unless you buy this super, super rare box set that's 500 quid.
Oh, fuck at that. Yeah, I've seen almost all of them. I missed like one or two, I think. They're just really bad, but the rest of them I've seen.
Yeah.
The sixth one is the best. I think Jason Lives, whichever one that is the best.
Mm.
I hurt myself today.
I squirt myself today.
Opening a can of beans. I focus on the beans. I'm going to eat some beans.
So dumb.
Johnny Cash Hurts, originally by 9 Inch Nails. I just noticed that. God damn it.
Well, that's true.
No, fuck you.
Hurt is a cover of a Nine Inch Nails song.
Shut the fuck up.
It is! It actually is. Hurt is originally sung by Nine Inch Nails. He covered it.
You fucking kidding me? That's not true.
It is true. I can send you the song right now. Hurt by Nine Inch
I
Nails.
know the song, but...
Here it is.
Oh my god, he released it in 2002. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? What is happening to my reality? If you didn't think the Nelson Mandela effect was real, then how do you explain this? Hold on.
Farted today. I don't fucking know, whatever. I don't know how to do this video.
Oh, this might be the best title I've ever seen.
I'm here to talk to you today about why...
Wow. No way.
I'm here to talk to you today about why
Oh, it's
EA
real.
has gotten...
Huh?
It's real, there he is.
Wow.
Whether that be the more...
Shit. Name an EA game.
Evolve?
Is that EA?
I don't know.
If that's
Any of the sports games. Just all of them.
Evolve game. It's not EA. Wow, thanks!
No, I'm fired. Star Wars Battlefront, The Sims.
I already have footage
Mess
of all
with that.
those. I feel like I've used footage of every EA game, but I...
Plants vs. Zombies, apparently.
Sure, alright, yeah, Garden Warfare, I'll go with that. Thank you, kindly, yeah, thank you.
Oh, Dead of Space?
Dead Space, I got footage of that.
Spore.
But I completely forgot. Spore, yeah!
Thanks, Google.
Thanks, Obama. Funny. Very funny.
So relevant as well. Yeah.
It was Donald Duck. I almost said Donald Trump.
What's the difference, am I right?
Boom. Fucking hell. I'm gonna shit myself.
Ah, there I am again.
Yep.
My famous back problem.
Yep.
I like that really buff one you sent to me a while ago.
Oh,
I
I've
don't
done
think
so many. I don't fucking remember anymore.
I'll just send it back
They're
to
so,
you.
like, in the moment. Like, I cannot remember any of them, but I'm sure they're all good.
I'm sure they're all good considering I made them.
Yes.
No.
Oh my god, that looks awful.
No, it's beautiful. What are you
You look like a fucking villain in a Rocky movie.
Puny American. Did you see the Jax Films face reveal, by the way?
No, but I love that video idea already. Jax Films face reveal. My god.
I'll send it to you. No, you'll have to look it up for yourself because
Okay.
Messenger just doesn't work anymore on Opera for some reason.
Fantastic.
Don't worry, it's only 27 minutes long.
Oh, good. Alright.
But don't worry, the punchline is only 26 minutes long.
Fantastic, as all good punchlines are.
Yeah. Are you watching it?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm doing some editing. Spore, part 1. I completely forgot that Spore was the thing that exists.
Yeah.
You got that stuck in my head now, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I had to see Beetlejuice. Apparently it's 30 years old today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be here a bit sooner than I thought it would.
So what is?
Owen, a friend of mine that I'm gonna film stuff with.
No problemo if you have to go.
Oh yeah, I have to go right now because I need to do some chores before I leave.
No worries.
Okay, good luck
Okay.
with the editing. Don't forget to watch the face reveal. It's real beautiful.
I will. I love it already. I'll watch it soon.
Good.
Alright, goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye.